Teacher talking sports. What it does, what do, how we live, and we've all heard of playoff Jimmy. When it comes to Jimmy Butler of the Miami Heat, well, he's no slouch in the regular season. A six-time All-Star. He seems to step up his game another level in the postseason. Career playoff stats: he averages more points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks per game for his career when compared to the regular season. Well, the Heat have reached two NBA Finals in his tenure with the team. Unfortunately, they lost both times, 2020 in the bubble of the Los Angeles Lakers and last season to the Denver Nuggets. Well, unfortunately for the Heat and Butler, he suffered an MCL strain late in the regular season, which forced him out of this season's postseason action. The Heat were eliminated by the Boston Celtics in 5 games, completely overmatched without Butler and Terry Rozier in that series. Well, he's got 2 seasons remaining on his current contract, although after this season, after next season, it will be a player option, so only one guaranteed season left. So, via Tyler Conway of Bleacher Report, Jimmy Butler expected to seek 113 million max Heat contract extension. So that would add 2 years to his deal. So he originally inked a 4-year, $140.8 million deal, but he has 2 seasons remaining on the 3-year, $146.4 million extension. So mentions how they were also a conference finalist in 2022, suffered the MCL sprain that forced him to miss the opening round loss to the um, Boston Celtics. But Butler, at least of late, he just seems as good as he is. He seemed like a guy who takes the regular season less serious than the playoffs of late. Maybe you could understand it a little. He is 34 years old. He'll be 35 before the start of next season. So you tack um, 2 more years onto his current deal, and he's going to be signed well into his late 30s. So definitely would be a risky deal, especially for a guy who has been playing less frequently as the years have gone on. So you see, not since, well, 2016-17 was the last time he played more than 70 games in a season. Since then, 59, 65, 58, 52, 57, 64, and 60. And yes, a couple of those seasons were a bit shorter because of COVID. But it's still productive: 20.8, 5.3, and 5 assists. His field goal percentage did go way down. Shot decent amount worse on both layups and shots in the paint as compared to last year. He actually had a career high 41.4% of his threes, but that's never been his game. Just 2.4 per game. Um, so rarely shoots from outside the arc. So we see his current contract here: 48,798,677 for next season. Player option for a little more than 52.4 million next season, which he would surely decline if if he gets that extension, that would take the place of his player option. So what are your thoughts? I mean, it's a tricky proposition for the Heat. I mean, as we've seen the playoffs, it's kind of turning more into a young man's game. I mean, for the first time in forever, Steph, KD, and LeBron, none of them are in the second round. Of course, Curry didn't even reach the playoffs. While guys like Ant Edwards, SGA, Shea Gilgis Alexander, they've seen their teams already advance to the second round, and they're nowhere near the age of 30. So the Heat aren't the only one with a tricky proposition such as the Heat have. Of course, the Golden State Warriors have Klay Thompson as a free agent this upcoming off season. Of course, he's had so much success with the team, but his play does seem to be dipping a little bit. Will a team like the Bulls bring back DeMar DeRozan? He's also a free agent. As productive as his numbers are, it hasn't led to much success for the Bulls. So if they go for that rebuild, are they really going to want to bring him back to the team? So a lot of interesting decisions to be made this offseason, and the Heat have one of the toughest one because Butler has brought them so much success. But you wonder, uh, as he gets even older, if he's going to miss even more and more regular season games. What are your thoughts? Would it be a wise decision for the Heat to give Jimmy Buckets that max extension? Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.